What up, everybody? This is your boy Theo Pinson here. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss any Run Your Race content.
Still at the time, I didn't know what I was doing, right? Like if I had Amari today, it'd be way different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. Because you're learning as you go.
Yeah.
Because you weren't planning on this.
No. And I'm like,
yeah.
You know, and then I came to Dallas and the rest is just, you know, the rest is really history. I honestly came to Dallas thinking, all right, man, like I'm going to do this for a little while and then I'll probably get into coaching or something.
Yeah.
You know, because I liked it and it was like, I'm young, I'm going to go to Dallas, it's going to be cool. You know, I've never been to like Dallas before. So, yeah. And then, you know, now it's what? It'll be, it's almost 12 years later.
12 years later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. 12 years later, 3 kids. Shoot. Boy, it's different.
Boy, you're growing up.
Man.
My goodness.
Yes, sir.
What was your first? Of course, Amari was, but Amari wasn't in Dallas anymore.
No, Amari was never in Dallas.
He was never in Dallas.
No, and
Amari never played here?
Nope. Yeah. So he had just left Phoenix. He was going to New York.
Got you.
And it was crazy because I went to I traveled with him. So he had like a house in the hills in LA. He had spots.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like I'm walking and he's got he was one of the highest paid players in the league.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo.
Different lifestyle.
What?
Different lifestyle.
He's like, yeah, we gonna go to Atlanta for this. He puts me up in this hotel. I'm like, I'm calling all my boys. I'm like, man, you should, hey man, hey bro, you should see it's all the rappers here, bro. Everybody here. I'm in this hotel room. It's I'm like, well, I don't even know. I remember the TV came out
out the thing, yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never been in that. My budget was St. Bonaventure, bro. They gave us $20 to go get McDonald's.
I feel that.
I couldn't even figure out the TV. I had to call the front desk. I'm like, hey, y'all don't have TVs in here?
Yeah. And then
they're like, hey man, it's just a button. I'm like, a button? I'm like, looking, I'm like, oh man, this is like a spaceship.
Talk about all the guys you've trained. Let the people know.
I mean, everybody knows me by Julius for sure, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's different. That's my dog.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I've had, you know, Scotty Barnes has come through, CJ Miles, Dallas legend, Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, Dorian Finney, Dodo. Shout out Dodo.
Shout out Dodo.
Sterling Brown. Man, there's a lot. I mean, Skylar Diggins, Arike Abumawali, Taya Cooper. You know, I mean, there's
my boy Wendell come up here.
Yeah. Like we've had guys and that's the thing, you get guys that are your guys, right?
Yeah.
And then you get guys that come through.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Right? Like a Scotty Barnes come through.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things with training is I don't try to claim, you know, some people are had no clue I even worked out Scotty Barnes a couple times. But what did I do for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's you know, it's different, right? I worked out Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is cool. He hit me when I had the baby. Was hey man, congratulations.
Yeah.
But it's not. I'm not out here claiming I did stuff. I think one of my biggest though, Derrick Rose. So when Jew was in New York, I went out there, you know.
Yeah.
And I was working out Jew on one side, he was working on the other, and he was just, you know. I got with his trainer who now coaches at Illinois, and he was like, hey man, you want to work out, you know, Derrick for the next 5 days? I'm like, D Rose? I'm like, Derrick Rose?
Yeah.
Like him? 21-year-old Derrick Rose was going to be the best point guard to ever play basketball.
Yes.
Right. I'm like, oh man. So, you know, the whole time, I'm and at this point, this 2 years ago. I'm solidified.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, bro, I've never been so nervous.
Nervous?
What? Bro, I was up all night writing drills down, throwing the paper, writing drills down, throwing the paper, writing drills down, boom, throwing the paper. I'm like, man, I can't fuck this up.
How'd it go?
He was just like, man, do your thing, bro. I know who you are. And I was like,
that's hilarious.
I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, man, you train me, you trained you. I'm like, all right.
That's a fact.
You know?
That's a fact.
Shout out to Prize Picks, the presenting partner of Run Your Race, the
daily fantasy sports game.
Head over to prizepicks.com or the app. PrizePicks makes it super easy, and it takes less than 60 seconds to make your entry.
As AJ said, it's very easy. You pick between 2 to 6 players. It's a skill-based fantasy game. You don't play against anyone. You're playing against the PrizePicks projections. It's simple. It's either more or less. PrizePicks also is matching your first $100 deposit. So if you put in $100, they match $100. But if you put in $20, they match $20.
Go to prizepicks.com/race and use code RACE for your first deposit match up to $100.